One. Oh, here we go. Good night, one and all. I want to welcome everyone to our Flow Money System Business Overview, the Monday edition. This is the first of the week. As you know, we do this every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, uh, for the benefit of not only our members, but those persons who would like to gain more information about, Bitcoin, what Bitcoin is all about, and of course, what Flow Money System is all about. My name is Laverne. I'll be your host for the evening, and it's about that time for us to get started. So we're going to go straight into it. Just a couple house notes on the right of your screen. You should be seeing a tab that allows you to raise your hand if you so desire. You can feel free to use that at the end of the session and ask any questions that you may have. I do know that folks are usually on with groups of other persons with them. So, if that is the case tonight, again, welcome to everyone that is joining us this evening. If you guys can hear me loud and clearly, very quickly, just indicate to me in the chat area that you are hearing me loud and clear. And if that is the case, we can definitely proceed on with our session this evening. All right, fantastic. All right, so let's get into our session, Flow Money System, what it's all about, and give you guys an idea as to why everyone is kind of going crazy over this particular platform. So just a little history that we like to start with on Flow Money System, where it came from, how long was it about. Flow Money System was actually around since 2015. It was a fiat-based platform, which means that we operated with normal cash and currency as most people are familiar with. However, we would have switched that and upgraded from normal fiat currency to Bitcoin-based currency in the crypto sphere on the 1st of November when we officially launched. Now, a little bit about myself. I am a traditional business owner. I've had over 17 years experience in the industry of direct sales and marketing. I'm an investor. I'm an entrepreneur by heart for sure. And I'm definitely a coach and a mentor to many individuals. I'm just that guy that likes to I love business. I love to do business. I love to create business. I love to strategize and come up with new concepts, new ideas, new things that no one else may be doing as yet and are doing it, finding a way to do it better. That is what I absolutely love to do. And I absolutely love to work with people. I love building teams. I love meeting people. And, for the sake of transparency, you can see, this is me here, what I look like. So, no one is hiding whatsoever behind a name. This is actually what I look like. Don't mind if I look a little serious there in my office, but that is definitely me. All right. So let's get into our presentation. Now, first of all, I like to talk a lot about business and what it takes to get your business successful and to break into the marketplace. And there are 4 things that I've listed here. The first one being conception. And this basically refers to the conception of the idea of what you want to do, the type of business that you want to bring, the kind of concept you would like to initiate. And you got to know what that is. You have to know what that is first before you seek to bring anything out. So once you've conceived what kind of business you would like to have, any particular niche that you believe you're comfortable in, that you could be successful in, then you have to find a way to make that work. How are you going to innovate it? What things would be necessary to allow it to work efficiently as you would so desire. If it's a traditional business, if it's an online business, or based on the type of business it is, you have to know what things would you then need to make it successful in its particular field. And of course, once you've done that, then you have to think of a way to assimilate it into the marketplace in a way that persons can understand it, can see it, can utilize it, and so on. And of course, education is absolutely necessary, because if persons do not know how to utilize your product, your service, your goods, whatever it may be, then you're not going to get the traction that you want. So these 4 things are absolutely critical in terms of, kind of taking your business from idea to enterprise. Now, I like to call FMS, or Flow Money System, a Bitcoin woman, because we are involved in Bitcoin, and woman is simply an acronym for word of mouth advertising network. That is one of the primary features and facets of our business. It's a word of mouth business. We do offer different services, which you'll get to hear about very shortly. Of course, we are tapping into that Bitcoin boom, and I must tell you, it is definitely booming. No doubt about that. In terms of the value of it, and of course, we're going to show you how you can tap into some passive investments as well, utilizing said Bitcoin. So since we're talking a lot about Bitcoin, let's look at, what is Bitcoin? And just give me one sec, guys. Let me just try to get this. Uh, see, we have some arrows on my screen. Not sure why, but let's see if you can get those moved. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. So as I was saying, let's talk a little bit about Bitcoin and what Bitcoin actually is, where it came from, how it came to be. Well, Bitcoin first came about around 2009, and it was published under a pseudonym of Satoshi Nakamoto. Now, under that pseudonym, and what happened was Bitcoin really came out as this this complex code that was really supposed to just act as a form of exchange of value. However, two things happened. One, Bitcoin is publicly traded, and two, the fees associated with Bitcoin were very low. That caused some interesting things to happen. One, because the fees were very low, persons found that they did not have to go through the usual intermediaries like MoneyGram, Western Union, and PayPal. And two, because it was publicly traded, it means that if persons continue to like it and want it and demand it, means that the value of it continued to increase and go up. And as that continued to happen, the value and the price of it continued to go up, and the worth of it continued to go up. So persons who would have earned Bitcoin or had Bitcoin at the time would have had an opportunity to buy in at a very low cost. Well, a lot has changed between 2009 and 2017. You see, just like gold has a value that will increase, and gold can be traded and the prices can go up and down and so on, just like that, Bitcoin also fluctuates. But the beautiful thing about Bitcoin is, unlike traditional currencies, is, well, Bitcoin gives the power back to the people, where the traditional currencies, fiat as it were, puts the power in the hands of the government. It puts the power in the hands of the banks. And as you would know, if the banks and the government can't charge you for something, and if they can't make money off of you, they don't really like that. So, Bitcoin gets some heat, cryptocurrencies get some heat, but that is because the governments want to control it. Here it is, we have a currency that is controlled by the people and not by the government and not by the banks. So it's really a total shift and a paradigm shift in how currency is seen and what currency is accepted. And because it is what we will call totally distributed, it means that there's no centralized source or control of Bitcoin. It is freely distributed across the globe and across the internet. So unless you're going to shut down the entire internet, it's really difficult to stop Bitcoin either way. All right. So that is a couple of the benefits of having Bitcoin. Now, we got to understand, first and foremost, that there's a transition that is happening. There's a evolution of money, as it were, where we've gone now from simple currencies like rocks and stones and beads and shells and so on, to digital currency, which is now known as fiat, as cryptocurrency, sorry. And this cryptocurrency or digital currency is literally the way of the future, is what everyone is now looking at. And not just the currency itself, but more so the technology that is brain with it. So many companies are now adopting the technologies of many of these cryptocurrencies because of the vast benefits they bring. And if you've been thinking to yourself that maybe it's too late, well, it's really not. Yes, you could have been a millionaire right now, a multi-millionaire, if you had bought Bitcoin 7 years ago, just $100 worth. But guess what? You can't change the past. You cannot go back in the past, as far as any of us know how to do it. So what can you do? But here's the beautiful thing. Even though that this amazing opportunity has already passed in terms of being able to buy it at a few cents, it's really still not too late, because Bitcoin, as predicted by many experts, is still at the very beginning. Just last week, we took a screenshot of what Bitcoin was, and it was $8,704 at the time. This was on a presentation on Saturday, I believe it was. Guys, between Saturday and today, Monday, the value of Bitcoin is now around 9,700 US dollars. I want you to think about that for a second. It means that in 3 days, 2 to 3 days, the value of Bitcoin has grown 1,000 US dollars. I don't know if that means much to you guys, but to have a commodity that grows that high, that fast is staggering. And there's no doubt in my mind that before the end of this week is out, it's probably gonna break $10,000 for one single Bitcoin. To think this came from 6 cents, 10 cents to now $10,000. It's just mind-boggling to even think about it. And it's being said that Bitcoin could potentially hit $100,000 in the next 10 years. Now that is absolutely crazy. Even the PayPal director said that he believes it could potentially hit $1 million in 5 to 10 years. This is one single Bitcoin, mind you. So the question you want to ask yourself is, I've already missed the first bubble. Do I want to miss the second? Do I want to be sitting on the sidelines watching and waiting and seeing if it will hit $100,000 or $1 million? Or do I want to be in a position where I'm trying to earn as much Bitcoin as I potentially can and put aside? Because guess what? It's only a matter of time before the masses, when they really start to understand what is happening, they will be flocking to get as much as they can. Now there's your opportunity. When you have bought Bitcoin at $1,000 and you can sell, or even $5,000, $6,000, but you can then resell it to persons who want it at $15,000 or $20,000. Imagine the profit that you will be making. It's just absolutely just exciting. Now, you definitely want to secure your Bitcoin, guys, whether it's blockchain or Zappo or Coinbase. You want to put your money and your Bitcoin into a safe e-wallet, whether it be a Bitcoin wallet like these ones, or a Trezor wallet, which is a hard wallet, or a paper wallet. You can put it in any of those forms, very safe, very secure way of storing your Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has been accepted across the globe by many different companies, many different businesses, and so on. And we plan to assist them in doing that. Our aim, especially through the Caribbean, and I say that because I'm in the Caribbean, is to literally get as many businesses as possible acclimatized to the movement and the nature of Bitcoin and what it's doing, and get them educated about what Bitcoin is doing right now across the global economy, and have them start to accept Bitcoin and join the Bitcoin community. Because guess what? It's already happening in places such as Japan and India and many other places. You can literally purchase many different things with Bitcoin just by using your smartphone. A lot of companies are already accepting it. A lot of companies are endorsing it as well. So Bitcoin is literally, week by week, day by day, is becoming more and more mainstream in terms of consumers being able to use it like a currency, as a mainstream currency. You can even buy a Lamborghini with Bitcoin right now, and the list goes on and on and on. Numerous companies have already accepted it. So let's talk a bit about our services that we have to offer. Some of these services being, just skip one, being the Cashback Club, which we're going to touch on, leadership training material, advertising platform for our entire membership, which you'll hear more about, virtual ebook training and material, discount shopping service, logo and graphic design services, web development packages, profit sharing program for passive earnings, affiliate referral program. There's so much stuff that we have to offer. It's just absolutely amazing. This is not another MLM company that all that they focus on is just recruiting people. We want to bring value to you, the member, and you, the consumer, because we want a program and a service that offers more than just just recruiting persons. Offers more than just getting people to join something for the purpose of earning money. We want to offer some matter of value that persons can see as well. And right along that thread, when you think of value, what is it that businesses value most? Well, they value their customers, of course. Every business values or should value their customers, their clients, and their consumers, because businesses are interested in advertising, they're interested in marketing, and they're interested in getting their brand, getting their goods and services out there that as many people as possible can see them. And in turn, customers and consumers are interested in deals and savings and being able to get, more bang for their buck. Now, if we can find a way to tie Bitcoin into all of this that allows not only businesses but consumers as well to utilize Bitcoin to exchange for goods and services, imagine how much more the value of Bitcoin can continue to increase and benefit everyone that owns it. All right, and everyone is trying to own it. It just makes sense. It's a win-win scenario for both business and for consumer as well. And that is where we have what we call the Cashback Club come into play. The Cashback Club offers individuals, both businesses and consumers, an opportunity to be known, to be heard, to be seen, and to earn an income. Let's talk about the customer benefits first and foremost. Well, customers, basically, the basic customers, would register in the business. Now, guys, just bear in mind that this is not fully launched as yet. However, it will be very shortly. And the registration fee that you're seeing, that is also going to be adjusted downwards, just to, as Christmas is coming up, we thought that we would just reduce that and make it even easier for members to get started. When you hear the price, you are going to flip, all right? But what would happen is customers have the opportunity of being part of the Cashback Club. And as part of the Cashback Club, as they start to shop with their favorite stores that have decided to come on board with our platform, what would happen is they would earn 1 point for every $5 spent, every point being worth 10 cents. And the more points that you accrue, the more discounts you would earn. So you just keep shopping. You shop and you shop and you shop, and you earn more discounts. Nothing to lose whatsoever, more to gain in all forms and fashions. The second type of membership that we have is known as the preferred customer benefit or preferred customer membership. Now, as a preferred customer, members will have the option, and by the way, being a preferred customer is totally optional. But for just $20 a month, a preferred customer will receive all the benefits of a basic customer, plus they would earn $5 for every preferred customer that they refer. Now, this is pretty interesting. So in other words, as you start to refer other persons for just 20 bucks who get involved in order to save money and earn points, you will earn a residual income. And this is paid to you every single month that your referrals renew their account. All right, and how it would work is customers or might even be businesses would submit the proof of purchase receipts to Flow Money System, which would be, of course, things like the total amount spent, the date that the purchase was made, and of course, receipt number. Once this information is submitted to Flow Money System and confirmed, then the member can qualify for those cashback discounts. Okay, preferred customers, by the way, guys, if I give you an example, let's say that you referred 30 persons to the platform who all registered as preferred customers, and you earned yourself $150 US. And you decided, well, okay, you're going to go shop with any of your partner stores, and your bill came to $80. Well, if that was the case, you would submit your receipts to Flow Money System as proof of spend. Flow Money System then issues you a cashback refund in the amount of what? $80. And if you think about it, it means that you have literally earned 100% of what you spent, and you still would have $70 left to claim from the Cashback Club in cashback rewards. I think that is absolutely awesome, because there's no other platform out there right now that are offering not just points, but offering customers and consumers an opportunity to earn money for referring other persons as well. So we're giving back to the consumers in a way that cannot be beaten. Not only do you get money, guys, but you also can earn more because of the flow points. We actually pay you 50 cents for every flow point generated, and you earn flow points not only for referring other members, but also for renewing your account each and every month. And once you've accrued 50 points, you can then redeem those as well. So all around you, you've got different ways that you can generate income, and so on. And guys, businesses can benefit as well. Businesses also can earn those referral bonuses and commissions as they start to refer their customers. This is going to increase the customer traffic that is paid, that comes to the business, because why? Persons want the incentives. They want those points. So in order to get those points, they're going to shop. And as they shop, they get those points. And those points equate to dollars that are now paid back to the business. Okay? Not only that, but the business acquires an immediate sales force of individuals who all now want to talk about the product, the service. And guess what? As they do that, now you've got a lot of folks with cash back, with points that have to be redeemed somewhere. Where are they going to redeem them? They have to redeem them through Flow Money System. But in order to get those points in the first place, they have to have shot with those businesses. That put the businesses in a very unique position, because it's like literally having all this extra money tied up that has to be spent somewhere, and the only place that it can be spent is back at the very businesses. There's not much businesses that would not want to have more business coming to them. And guys, we're excited about this, but very soon you're going to see our Flow Money System app. Not only will you be able to have it on your mobile phone, but you will also be able to have it on your tablets as well, and your desktops as well. And basically you'll be able to log into your app, and you can see your rewards, you can see your points, you can go directly to our website, you can log into your website, you can check your account and everything through the app. You can have a digital member card. So where some redemption systems and platforms, they may give you a card, so you shop in and you get a free card. Well, here it is, you get a free app. And guess what? Everybody has a cell phone, and people don't leave their cell phones around. No, don't leave them home. You may forget the card, but you're definitely not going to forget that cell phone. So you got your free virtual member card. You use that, and you can have access to tracking your points, tracking your business, logging into your account, seeing your business, your team, everything that's going on. You will be very, very soon able to track everything through our Flow Money System app. So look out for this, guys, within very, very soon. Very, very soon, and a lot sooner than you may actually think. All right? Real excited about that. And of course, guys, just to give you an idea as to the potential income you could generate, even outside of the shopping aspect, as you can see here, just by referring a few persons, you can start to generate some additional money per month. It's only $20. So four persons referred, and you're literally in business for free. 5 persons, you see yourself into profit. And if you start to share this with as many people as you know, you can start to generate a couple hundred to a couple $1,000s per month with outside of the point systems that you can benefit from the cash back. Let's talk a bit about the team building aspect, guys. Now, we would have mentioned before that Bitcoin is already over 9,500. Is actually right now over $9,700, to be quite honest. And we know everyone can't afford to purchase a full Bitcoin. I mean, come on, 9,500 US, almost $10,000. Most people don't have $10,000 just knocking around that they can just take up and buy a Bitcoin. So this is where Flow Money System allows persons and helps persons to still be able to partake and to get access to Bitcoin. You don't have to purchase the full one, but you can purchase a portion of one. And through the team building, you can generate more and more Bitcoin that can lead you into eventually a full Bitcoin. Now, the question will be asked, is what we do legal? Well, of course it is. It's called crowdfunding. And crowdfunding, which is also known as, or crowdfund, I should say, which is also an acronym for capital raising online while deterring fraud and unethical non-disclosure, is also known as the Jobs Act, was actually signed into law by President Barack Obama back in 2012. And it's really an initiative that was put in place to allow businesses, especially small businesses, to be able to receive funding from multiple different sources and entities for the purpose of getting their business off the ground. And that is exactly what many companies are doing and many platforms are doing, like GoFundMe and Kickstarter and Indiegogo and Fundly and so on. These platforms have raised billions of dollars that have all been used towards different worthy causes. Some persons that lost limbs, some persons that needed medical bills, help with medical bills, some persons that were starting different art projects. Now, we didn't start Flow Money System using a crowdfunding platform. This was done all out of pocket, and then we grew from there. However, What we are doing is allowing individuals to use the crowdfunding strategy as a way to generate funds, to generate Bitcoin. So we're doing just what these platforms are doing with fiat currency, but we're doing it with Bitcoin instead because of course, the value of Bitcoin and where it's going as well. Now, your membership package costs a one-time payment of 0.01 Bitcoin. That will actually activate your silver membership. And once your silver membership is activated, you can then advance through 7 stages, going from silver to as high as diamond. And as you advance through these various stages, your the amount of money you can earn, the amount of Bitcoin that you can earn continues to increase with it. Okay, from just a few dollars to literally thousands and thousands of dollars in earnings. Let's look at some of the bonuses that you actually can benefit from. Well, bonus number 1 is known as the referral bonus. So right off the bat, if you were to refer a couple of persons to your Flow Money System business who register, you would get paid Bitcoin for every registration. Whether or not they did anything, whether or not they went on to build a team, it doesn't matter. You would generate Bitcoin directly at the time that they would have registered. Which I think is pretty awesome. Bonus number 2 is known as the matrix bonus. And what happens here is a matrix, or this structure, consists of 2 tiers. Tier 1 at the top with 2 positions, and tier 2 at the bottom with 4 positions. Now, what happens here is when you've completed tier 2, your matrix is completely filled. And as your matrix is filled, you would cycle out of that matrix. You complete it, you move out of that matrix altogether, and you would move into a new matrix. But at that time, you would have earned what is known as a matrix bonus. But like I said, you would have cycled. And as you cycle, which means you've completed a matrix and you're being recycled into a brand new matrix at the same level of silver. Okay? So when that happens, now you can earn from the level of silver again. And it doesn't stop because there's no limits to the amount of times that you can cycle in any given day within a matrix. So you can cycle 2, 3, 4, 5 times. It's all dependent on the speed of you and your team that would determine how quickly and how often you actually cycle. The following forward system basically means that if you've personally referred anyone, once they have completed their matrix, they're going to cycle as well, just like you did, and they will follow you into your brand new matrix. So here's a scenario where you, okay, complete this matrix and you cycle and a brand new matrix opens for you. Well, let's say that over here A represents Antonio, and Antonio went and did the same thing you did. He filled his 6 positions out, which means that his matrix is now filled. Well, because his matrix is filled, Antonio is going to filter over here into the first available position in your brand new matrix. So this means that you didn't even need to bring 6 brand new people in. It means that even the ones you would have brought in before, they will follow you into your new matrix once they have completed their cycle. Let's look at that again. Okay, so now we've got Bobby. So Bobby, Bobby does the same thing. He completes his matrix. And when Bobby completes his 6 positions, his matrix is full. He's going to cycle as well, and he's going to filter into the first available position, going from left to right, going down, okay, into your brand new matrix. So guys, this is what can happen if you were to sponsor 6 people. This same scenario can play out and fill your matrix up. Or the 2 persons that Andy and Bobby brought into the business initially, well, when they complete their matrix, they would follow them as well, which will still complete your next matrix. All right, so there's a number of different ways that you can actually complete and fill a matrix out and still earn and move forward and be upgraded. Let's look at our cycle bonus. Bonus number 3. Cycle bonuses pay you anywhere from 0.001 to 0.006 Bitcoin when your direct referrals cycle at any level from the level of platinum. So your direct referral that you brought into the business, they complete their matrix and cycle. Well, once they've completed their matrix and cycle, we're going to pay Bitcoin to you because they cycle. And now this happens from the level of platinum. So you got to make sure that you really work with your team and help them to advance through the ranks, because as you do that and as they do that, it's going to allow you to generate some extra income by helping them to advance as well. The more you help your team, the more you help yourself. You don't really want to be greedy in this business whatsoever. Now, let's talk about upgrading. Upgrading basically means that when you've completed a matrix and you cycle, a brand new matrix is open for you, which you would have just seen. However, at that exact moment, you are also upgraded to a higher level. So here in this scenario, you see that you move from silver to another silver level, but at the exact time you open a new silver matrix, you are also put into a brand new gold matrix. So I hope you guys picked that up. Two things happen at the same time. You're recycled into a new silver matrix, but at the same time, you are placed into a brand new gold matrix. So in this scenario, you will be in silver stage number 2, or what we would call, what the system would call recycle 2, and you will be in cycle 1 of gold, right? Now, every matrix from in silver that you continue to cycle into, you would see yourself earning even more Bitcoin than the previous matrix. Reason for this being the amount of Bitcoin that would have been initially taken out to upgrade you to gold is now reserved, is now held and added to the original Bitcoin amount you would have kept. Hence, why you would have earned 0.004 before, but then the 0.02 that would be the cost to upgrade to gold is now reserved and added to the 0.004. So now you have a total of 0.024 that you would continue to earn for every other silver matrix. As you moved up to gold, gold does the same thing. You cycle and a new matrix is open for you, while at the same time you're upgraded to the level of platinum. And of course, you would have earned 0.002 for the first cycle. But when you have completed the second matrix in gold, now you would earn 0.06 Bitcoin, and every other gold matrix pays such as well. Same thing goes for platinum. 0.038 you would earn. Some comes out to upgrade you to sapphire, but then you move up and from a second structure and you're now earning 0.117 Bitcoin. Just to put that into perspective, guys, just to give you an idea as to what 0.117 Bitcoin is actually worth right this very minute. If you were to go to one of the converter websites, I like to use CoinDesk. 0.117 actually is now worth over 1,100 US dollars, and that is per cycle. Now, here's something very interesting I want you guys to take note of. Not only would you be earning in the level of platinum, but you will also continue to earn at gold and at silver all at the same time. It's what I like to call a dynamic cycler, which means you don't necessarily just move from one stage to the next and you only would earn in the higher stage you're currently at, but you would continue to earn in the previous lower stages as well. So when you've reached the level of platinum, you will still be earning from gold and silver. When you've reached the level of sapphire, you would earn from platinum, gold, and silver. And as you continue to work your way through the ranks with your team, you would see some tremendous earnings coming to you from each and every stage. Now, this is not something that's going to happen overnight. You're not going to see yourself to the level of diamond in 1 week. Is it possible? If you came with a very large team and put a lot of numbers in very quickly, it is possible. But most persons are not going to see that happen. This is something that you want to take some time, take a couple of weeks to build out. And if you take some time and do that, you can very well see yourself to the level of diamond and see yourself generating multiple income and Bitcoin from multiple levels all at the same time. And it's a very, very powerful thing to have that happening. Let's talk about spillover. Spillover generally occurs when the upline member above you, obviously the upline member, spills or refers anyone that falls into your matrix. So as you would have brought 2 persons in, or let's say that the person above you brought 2 persons in, and then those upline members did the very same thing, it still completes 6 positions. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It does not matter that you are not the one who personally did it. The fact is, it is done. And once that happens, you would continue, you would cycle, you would continue on to the next stage, the next level, and you would still be advanced and you would still get all the earnings deserved to you. The only thing you would not get is the referral bonuses because, well, frankly, you did not refer the persons. They just happen to fall into your team. You would benefit from matrix payout, and that is it, okay? Now, what does this represent in actual figures? Well, guys, right now, you're looking at this showing what it would be worth if Bitcoin were 8,200. Bear in mind, Bitcoin is now 9,700 US dollars. So again, even if you're seeing 197, 492, 959, this will highly likely be over 200 US, over 500 US. We already know that this is going to be over is over 1100. We just checked that out ourselves. So 959 is actually now 1100 plus. So guys, understand that what you're seeing here, the kind of money you can generate on a monthly basis, even with just a few cycles at the level of silver and gold, just over a gold. I mean, without even going further than that, if you were to cycle just twice at the gold level, guys, just twice, it will still see you earning over $1,000 US per month. Now that is crazy. Silver is 197. It's the first and lowest level. So even if you were to, 197 here, but we know it's definitely well over $200, probably closer to $230, $240. Could you imagine, even if you earn that twice in an entire week, that in itself is an additional income stream that is a lot. An extra, think about it, an extra $400 to $500 a week could go a very, very long way for most folks. Here in Barbados, that's an extra $1,000. So guys, here's a strategy that you could think about using. It's called a pay forward strategy, where you would pay for your first two and encourage them to pay for their first two. And if that happened, well, it would cause you to cycle very quickly. Of course, if John and Chris had their team members do the same thing and duplicate that, it would cause John and Chris to cycle pretty quickly. And of course, John and Chris are directly sponsored by you, so they would then follow you back again into your brand new matrices. This strategy is so powerful that if people really worked it, I mean, seriously work this strategy, it would explode their teams. But the only way it works properly is if everyone commits to doing it and sticking to it. And that is, if I pay for you two, you've got to be willing to commit to pay for your two. And help your two to understand that they have to be willing to pay for their two. In other words, let's put this into perspective. Look at this chart here, guys. This is a period of 12 weeks, 90 days, 3 months. And you see here, if two brought two, and those two brought two, who 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 brought two, so on and so forth for a period of 12 weeks. In 12 weeks, you have over 8,000 people within your organization. I want you to think about that for a second. And this is just if everyone just brought two. Now, we do know that there are persons out there who refer a lot more than two. We have people who refer over 10. So could you imagine if this is just based on each two bring two, and you're looking at over 8,000 people in the 12-week period, what do you think can potentially happen if those two brought four, and those four brought four, who brought four, who brought four? It gets extremely exciting. Numbers get extremely large, and the money that person starts to generate, it just goes through the roof. All right, like it says here, this could definitely put you at a 6-figure income in a very, very quick time period. Now, for those people who like profit sharing, those people who are more looking for something that is passive versus team building, not a problem. We have a profit share plan that is going quite well, I must say. Since day one, we've had no issues, no hiccups whatsoever. Any days missed, we're made up for. But members can earn 150% ROI on their investment. That's 150 days, including Saturdays, Sundays, and Saturdays. You will earn 1% return on your principal investment each day for a period of 150 days. No, it does not compound. It does not compound. It's 1% on the principal amount. So therefore, if a person were to invest $1,000, they earn 1% on that. They would earn $10 every day for a period of 100 days, would be their $1,000 back, and the remaining 50 days would be an additional $500 back. Okay, which should be 10 by 50. So they would earn a total of $1,500 in total. Or you put $100, and you know that you're going to earn $150. It's 150% ROI. And for the person that refers them, you get a 5% referral bonus on whatever amount that individual deposits. For the month of November, which is almost over, we are offering 2% daily for the first 30 days of your plan. And Of course, 1% for the remaining 120 days of the term of the investment. This puts you at 180% ROI versus 150. You get 180% ROI. It's the same time frame. However, it's 30% more than the basic plan. Minimum investment for this plan is 0.03. Now, if you would like to partake in this plan, you would have to make your purchase of our profit shares by November 30th. Once the end of November 30th has arrived, so does the ending of this plan. It will be done. Okay, and we will continue to have the 1% plan that will continue to run, and a new promotion will kick in for the month of December. All right, so stay tuned to that. You're going to hear about that this week before December begins. That is definitely coming. I can give you a hint. It will be tied to the Cashback Club. All right, it will definitely be tied to the Cashback Club. So you definitely want to pay attention to that. Look out for updates either in our Telegram group, our Facebook group, or in email or your news section of your member back office. If you haven't already purchased our cryptocurrency book, you definitely want to go ahead and do that and learn a tremendous amount of information on cryptocurrency, what they have to offer, what they're all about, what they do, how they work, different things that you can tap into to generate additional Bitcoin, outside of Flow Money System. These are all things that are found within this book, guys. You definitely want to make sure you go and grab yours ASAP. And get that knowledge. Knowledge is power once you have applied it. Knowledge by itself is useless. Knowledge that is applied, however, is an extremely powerful thing. Do not be left behind. So, guys, with that being said, that in itself is our presentation for tonight. You do want to get back to whoever would have shared this information with you, and make arrangements to get yourself started. Whether you're doing it for the savings or if you're doing it for the earnings, you definitely want to put yourself in a position to definitely partner up with Flow Money System. Get yourself some Bitcoin if you don't have any as yet. And if you're looking to do the Cashback Club, you will be able to use cash via PayPal if you have an interest in doing so. That link will be set upon the back office very shortly. If it's not there as yet and you have an interest in doing so, you can contact support and have that information sent to you. This week as well, through our platform, we will be allowing members to purchase Bitcoin from Flow Money System. And of course, with a fee, of course, because we as a company, we have to make sure that anything that we do, it allows us to. We have to be smart about it, and we have to make sure that it can come back in a way to benefit members. So members will be able to purchase Bitcoin a lot easier through Flow Money System, and of course, without the headaches of the tremendous amount of verifications and validations and submitting cards and pictures and holding it against your face and trying to get all that stuff done. We know that has been a deterrent to quite a number of people, so we're going to just try to ease that burden for you as much as we can, as well, for whenever we can afford to do so. So guys, that is our presentation. I do again thank all of those who would have joined us tonight for the very first time, and for those who are members already, again, welcome back to this session. At this time, very quickly, we're going to open up for questions if members may wish to ask anything. Again, the raise hand feature you should find on the right of your screen, and you can use that to ask any questions that you so wish and desire. You can also use the chat area to type your questions if you have such. Break words and see them answered. All right. That being said, while members may be deciding if they have any questions, just want to give a shout out to all of those members who are members of Flow Money System already. I know we do have a couple members here in the room, as I can see. Again, great stuff, guys. I know, big shout out to guys like Kevin over in Trinidad, who's building a fantastic team that's now spread into Tobago as well. And I know you guys are definitely looking to take over Trinidad and Tobago with Flow Money System. And let me tell you, you guys are doing a phenomenal job in the team that you're building. Also, big shout out to my good friend Michelle as well, who's over there in Trinidad, to work with her team and get away from some of the hardship that would have come from Hurricane Maria, in Dominica as well. Shout out to the guys in St. Kitts who are doing a fantastic job over there as well. Jam Crew, Janelle, and Isis and all the folks over there who are building Isis and Ted, sorry. I have to put the two together, who are building a business over there. Shout out to guys like Kelvin over in Antigua, who are also building a fantastic business. Marion in the United States, doing her thing as well. And all of our other members in Barbados as well. Hector and Winfield and Ronald and the guys who are building the business through the Caribbean, guys. It is just being absolutely amazing what's been happening. Very good news. Let me give you some updates. We are working on our processor, which will allow payments to be automated, guys. So you can look up for that. Actually, we've already made some steps towards that. It may or may not be ready right now. I'm going to confirm with our programmers tonight. There's 7 hours ahead in Russia. I'm in Barbados, so we connect around 2-3 o'clock in the morning, well, my time. So I'm going to confirm with those guys that everything is set and ready to go. And with that being the case, persons will now be able to make payment and see it manually and automatically upgraded without having to send hash or to contact support. So very, very good news in that arena. That is something to look forward to between probably today and let's say within the next 48 hours or so. Once it is said confirmed, I will definitely let everyone know the position on that. All right, so I don't see any questions that we have. Let me just hop over to the chat real quickly. Okay, good. Just see some of the guys saying great stuff. Fantastic. So, guys, with that being said, I want to thank everyone again for coming on to our Monday edition. Look forward to seeing you on Wednesday, unless anything changes. If anything does, you will be notified of that. But we do this Mondays at 8 p.m. Caribbean time. That's AST, Atlantic Standard Time right now. Wednesdays, same time, and on Saturdays at 6 p.m. All right, that being said, have a good night, everyone. We look forward to seeing you later on in the week. And again, feel free to ask me any questions that you may have outside of the chat, outside of this session. Feel free to hit me up on Telegram. You can find me on Facebook. Send us a support ticket if you have any questions. Check out the FAQs. A lot of questions that are asked are also already in the FAQs, just that members don't do enough reading of that section. So check those out. It will be updated. And if you have any questions that you don't see in the FAQ section, also let us know that we can update that for you. Any other suggestions that you would like to see happen for the business, for the team, feel free to contact support and let us know what you would like to see in the future that we can look to see if it can be made possible. Yes? That being said, good night, everyone, and we'll see you at the top very soon. Look forward to seeing you on our next session. Have a good night. Bye-bye.